master, fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. And you know I'm the master. Racing, gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king.
Everyone's going to come in.
My gaze. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I'll conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete the puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my gaze. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete that puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my gaze. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I'll conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete the puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Can be time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my gaze. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete the puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my gaze. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I'll conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete the puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Euro Jigsaw Jam number 28, pairs competition. So I hope you're all having a good day. It's really great to see everybody here and yeah, to find out what puzzle we'll be having today. So we've had a bit of a break and I've kind of missed it. So my co-host today will be Victor, and my assistant today is Francesca.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so Victor, we most of us know already. He's co-hosted a couple of times and of course a regular participant. Francesca, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Franziska, and it's my first time to help Nisha in this EGG, and I'm really excited about the puzzle and the competition today. And yeah.
Yeah, so where are you, Francesca? Where are you based?
I'm based in Germany, and yeah.
Yeah, lovely. And yeah, so I met Francesca in August. She came to our competition in Trier. And do you want to tell us a bit about your experience at the competition?
Yes, it was my first speed puzzle competition, and it was really a really nice weekend, and our people were so kind, and it was lucky for me. Puzzle in pairs, also in teams, and in the junior category, and yeah.
Yeah, we all seen you doing amazing.
Yeah, so Francesca, you have three of the trophies now. No, you have two of the EJJ trophies. So yeah, so a successful weekend for Francesca, and yeah, pairs competition tonight. So do you have much experience with pairs, or was that your only time you've done pairs?
In Cree, it was my first time with Valerie in pairs, but it was really good for the first time, and we puzzled 2 or 3 times before. But no, I always watch the pairs competition on YouTube, but I puzzle with my family in pairs sometimes, but not so often.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, so Francisco was someone who came for the first time and didn't know anybody else, so I helped her to find a partner, and that worked out really well. So yeah, so great to see everyone here. I'm always curious to see how people meet as pairs, if they're family or friends or both speed puzzlers, or sometimes somebody's fills in at the last minute. So yeah, look forward to yeah, seeing how this competition goes. So thanks, Victor and Francisca. I'll just check the admin. So yeah, we're about 6 minutes out from starting. I'm just going to check all the messages. Okay, so Fabian wrote that there's no sound. Sandra, Frishina, can you hear us okay? Okay. Fabian, is it working now? So yeah. Okay, so the others who are watching on YouTube, oh yeah, so sorry, welcome to all those who are watching on YouTube as well. We have from Sweden, Netherlands, Belgium, and okay, so it looks like there may have just been a little break in the stream for a few moments, but it looks like everyone's got sound back. Okay, that's great. And yeah, so we have 65 people in the 65 connections at the moment in the meeting, which would, yeah, it means there's just a few more to arrive. So we sold 64 puzzles, but some people have 2 devices. So yeah, I think we're still waiting for about another 5 to 10 people to join us. So we have.
So we will be having 64 pairs today. Did
you count them? Yes. We should be having, well, that's how I say how many we sold, because there are always some people who, for whatever reason, drop out at the last moment or just can't make it. But yeah, hopefully we'll have over 60 pairs present today. Okay. So you've been puzzling recently, Victor? What have you been up to the last few days in the puzzle world?
Yeah, it didn't really change for me. I just sit and do puzzles every day. And I think I'll eventually take a break, maybe in the next month. I don't know. We will see. I am now on a wave of good times, so I don't want to stop.
Well, I've actually had a break, so I haven't done a speed puzzle in the last 10 days. We were away in the Black Forest, and I brought a lot of puzzles with me, but I was always around people. So I ended up doing a lot of pairs and teams, but I wouldn't say it's pairs or teams, or more just casual puzzling with groups of people. We had some events. We had a games evening one night. And I put out a bunch of puzzles, and it was just really interesting seeing people who hadn't done puzzles for years pick them up and just find that joy again. So that was really fun. I felt like I was introducing puzzles into our group. And I also did a bunch of mini puzzles. Today I did a wooden puzzle, a 500-piece Wentworth wooden puzzle. So these are worth about 80 euros new, and I bought it for £4 in England. That was my...
Oh, wow.
I couldn't believe it. I saw it through the shop window, and I was like, Wentworth, I need to get my hands on this. And later I Googled it and saw how much it was worth. I knew it, but I was going to take it anyway. And I did it today. It was so much fun. So I've only been doing casual puzzling. Yeah, but it's been fun. All right, so we are 2 minutes out. So everyone can go ahead and remove the wrapping of the paper. Remove the wrapping paper of the puzzle. And this puzzle has 4 plastic stickers on it, so please slice those away as well. I did try to peel one off and it ripped, so if you want to preserve your box, I recommend to slice it.
So it's a Trefl Prime today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have this one. But it looks difficult. Even for a solo competition, it would be really difficult. But for pairs, maybe after some color sorting, we'll see. We'll see. I'm curious to see what will happen today.
Zach Guckelhorn, please unwrap your puzzle. And Jolie. Please unwrap your puzzle. Okay, I have some extra instructions for this puzzle. I haven't actually done it myself, but I did open it. And what I noticed is that there are a lot of connected sections. I have 4s, 3s, another 4, another 3, lots of pairs in there. So I'd like everyone to carefully open the bag. There's a lot of air in there and it's quite tough. I want everybody to open the bag and tip the pieces into their box. And
the plastic is really hard.
And just go through and crumble the pieces. When you see that there's like this fork here is like all sucked together, go through and just crumble it up. Give yourself a fair chance wherever you see some pairs and triplets and quads connected, just run your hands through them and take them apart.
So it seems to be the same issue as with the rainbow staircase with Clementoni.
Yeah, that was like the Clementoni one. So I'm just going to write that as a message as well in case anybody joins us late.
You know, I can have that in mind, and then I see that someone joins, I will just write it, because if you write it right now and someone just later, it won't be visible in the chat.
Okay.
So I'll have it copied, and if someone comes in, I'll just paste it in.
Okay. So final. Please go through, crumble up all the pieces that are connected, and when you are done, please put it back onto the table. Whoops. And just put the box lid back on. Now I ended up dropping some pieces on me. Okay. So we are ready to go. Okay, Zach's a bit late. Yeah, so Zach, open the bag, crumble up the pieces, and then put them back onto the box. Okay, so good luck, everyone. We'll have a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, now this is going to be awesome. And from the very start, we can see that some people are having different approaches in which way they are facing their boxes. I can see at least one pair. It is Tobias that has the box flipped in like 90 degrees, so that he is facing it the right way, and Sarah is the opposite way.
So I'm just going to show everyone the puzzle that we have today. This one is called Hypnotic Gaze. It's an unlimited fit from Trefl. So really vibrant colors. It's a half symmetrical puzzle because of course the cat is symmetrical, but the vegetation around it is not. I imagine this is a more difficult puzzle. That's why I chose it for a pairs puzzle and not individual, and I didn't have time to do it myself, so I have no time to gauge. All right, I'm just gonna start with people starting at A, and so what do you think of the puzzle, Victor?
Yeah, so I wouldn't notice that it is symmetrical until you say that. So it is kind of like a polygon lion in a sense, but the plants and the flowers, I think they are in more comparable to what we saw in the individual final in the tigers, especially in the left lower corner. You had this blue leaf that is, I think, is like 4 of them here. So it will be interesting to see if people will start with the center or go from the edge inwards. I think we'll see 2 groups of people.
So on the screen right now, we have Adrian and Matilda from France, Amy and Chelsea from the USA, Amaury and Anna from France, Andrea and Becca from the USA, and one of them has a cast on there, unfortunately, but looks like they can still use their fingers. Then we have Andreas. I don't have a registration for Andreas Rosenhahn. Sounds German. And we have Nika and Mark from Germany.
You know, the more I look at the image, because now I have it on my phone, I think it will be a pretty fast one. Yeah, for a solo competition, I would say 36 on this one. So I think we can see some really, really low 20s today.
Okay. Yeah, so it looks like Annika's partner Mark is a child, a younger person. So nice to see some kids getting involved.
We can also see the box stash from Ravensburger in Andreas and Becca's camera.
So I'll leave Andrea and Becca on for a while. So we also have Astrid and Olivia from Denmark, Ajelin and Franco from Argentina, Carolyn and Jana from Germany, Carolyn and Elisa from Belgium, and Claudia and Julia from Germany. So yeah, a lot of bright colors here. There is black in there as a contrasting, as a part of the background is black, but a lot of pinks, a lot of blues. We can see Astrid has done some sorting. One of them is working. One of them is working on the border. Got some nice piles going there. Looks like some others are more like going towards yellows or pulling out the eyes straight away.
Yeah, we can see that I don't know the English word, but like the most front part of the cat, the yellow one, is also being built by Becca in the same time as the sorting. But mostly color sorting, yeah. And actually this kind of fur is manageable because it's not a photograph. So and it's a gradient, very strong gradient. So the plus side, I think, is that we can really distinguish easily what is the cat and what it's not a cat. So I think it will be much easier for a pair puzzle, because you can have the person doing the edge and the plants, and for example, the faster person doing only the cat, and meet like in the middle.
Yeah, so the cat has brush strokes on there. So it is very, yeah, as you say, it is very obvious to differentiate the cat from the plants, even though they're using the same color palette. Yeah, so I can imagine that someone one will be working on the border and with the plants working their way inwards, and somebody else will be working on the cat.
Yeah, and with the plants, you don't really have to have your image rotated like to the right side to you, because you don't really have any direction of the leaves. So with the cat, I think the person that is doing the cat should really like look up front to the cat, but the rest, I think, is manageable in any angle you want.
Ellen. Okay, Ellen has two devices. Okay, so this Ellen is not there.
Yeah, Ellen is on Mandy. Their camera is under Mandy.
Okay. All right, so we have Dirk and Lisa from Germany. That was lovely to meet them in Valladolid. They are regulars in the pairs competition. We also have Eliska and Eliska and Christoph from the Czech Republic. So they're at a coffee table. Might get to their back at some point. We also have Amelia and Daniel. And Emily and Sammy from the US. We can see their teammates in the background working at the same table. And we have Emma Quirk, who was one of the surprises at the Worlds, who did a great job for Ireland, and she's with her partner Siobhan.
Yeah, she had an amazing placing in the semifinal, the second one, I think so, in the individuals.
So I think it's
I remember.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I just remembered like sitting there under the dome, talking to people, and we're like, who is she? We didn't know any person from Ireland that would be that good, and it's like, oh my god, this is so nice, it's so surprising.
Yeah, and I think Emma has also started the association page for Ireland. So if you're on Facebook and in Ireland, there's now a I don't know if it's an association page, but they're like getting it set up, a page for the Irish puzzlers. And Emma also did really well in the puzzle chicken game 2 weeks ago. I think there was one last weekend where I wasn't there, but the new concept from the UK Puzzle Association, where you have to not only try and be the fastest, but you have to kind of guess what your time is going to be and try to be the last to start. Yeah. So that was an interesting
very interesting
concept,
because it is testing your self-confidence and your ability to like to think and see like how do I think I'll do. And this is really misleading because at least for me, I always struggle because I almost every time I think I'm going to do much worse than I actually do. So I think if I train like that and have it in mind that maybe I also need to like try to see if my prediction is correct, maybe it will like somehow help me. I don't know. I have to check.
So just want to point out that Emily and Sammy have their box tilted sideways, so according to how they are standing. And what I think is really interesting is that you can see that they're talking the whole time there. So both of the pairs, and that's something also I noticed when I was part of the team's final, whenever I went past the Wicked Quicks table, a lot of communication, always checking who's doing what, who's almost finished, who needs the next project. And yeah, it was just really fascinating to see because I haven't, don't have much experience at teams, and it was just, great to see a team functioning that work really well together. All right, so we can see Amelia is working on the blues. Okay, now switching places, it looks like, with Daniel. And I really like how Astrid and Olivia have, really dividing the tasks there. Got some nice color sorting there.
I wonder how this approach of puzzling in different directions will work out for them. Because what I thought would happen is that the person doing the edge would just do the edge, and the second person would be doing the cat, but like already inside the edge. And I don't really see anyone doing that. Oh no, I think I see one pair doing that.
So on screen we also have Gauta and Siv from Norway. There we have Graham and Jody from the United Kingdom, Heike and Isabel from Germany, and Iris and Oskari from Finland. Sideways, that's why I have to turn my head to look at the. They've got an interesting background. They have a background table. I think they're using a flattened cardboard box, and it's got some of the text still on the side of the box.
It looks like that, yeah.
Yeah, so it could still work. Luckily, I didn't have a puzzle with lots of yellow and orange. That could be a bit tricky. So we can see Siv is doing really well on the cat.
That are pointing out that maybe I have miscalculated my prediction about the time for this puzzle. I may be wrong. I actually starting to think that I am.
Yeah, but look at how far Emily is. I mean, Emily and Sammy. Emily's got a huge part of like the lower part of the cat is very similar to Siv. But there's a nice. I'm not sure if those. It looks like there's a lot of blue connected leaves up there as well. So who knows? We're at 13 minutes. But yeah, so everyone, yeah, looks like everyone's mostly divided up. One person doing the border, one person doing the cat. So let's see how others are going. So okay,
So we actually have two pairs that are teaming up in a Arctic Puzzlers team. So it will be interesting to see and compare.
yeah, so Gout, I believe, is the husband from Linda or the brother, and then Siv is the mum of Kristen Tuv. So the other, so they're a team. They're the four, the Arctic Puzzlers. So soon we will see Kristen. Maybe in about 4 minutes we'll see Kristen and Linda and see how much progress they've made. So on the screen right now we also have Inga M and Philip from Germany. Then we have Inga and Jim from the Netherlands. Iris and Leah from Germany. Jenny and Iolina from Finland, and Joanna and Monica from Poland.
We can see many edges being built, and some blue leaves are started in the Polish pair. And also Inge is doing fantastically on the cat face.
Yeah, we can see a really good face coming together there. So similar to what Siv has, but also the eyes. But we can also see, you can see Iris has got the eyes of the cat together. Jenny as well. So Inga M from Germany also has some piles. So you can see the blues and purples together, yellows. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, everyone's making great progress.
Now we can only wonder if they're sorted by color or also by texture. Because I think texture is more important in this puzzle.
Okay, so we have on the screen Jolie and can that be right? Jolie and Zach? Do you have two cameras? Because Jolie is on here, but Zach Gukuhorn also has a camera. Okay, possibly they have a 2-camera setup, but okay, a bit confused. All right, we also have Julie and Darlene from Ireland. Hello. Then we have Kirsten and Lena from Germany, Kristen and Linda from Norway, Christoph and Eliska. So Christoph and Eliska have 2 cameras as well. That's a bit. So if you have 2 devices, you can just have one turned off. If you're using one as a for typing and the other one as a camera, then please don't have both cameras on. It's a bit confusing because I think we just already saw Eliska and Christoph in Eliska's camera. Then we're also seeing them now in Christoph's camera. Please just pick one. Then we have Laura and Christine from the UK. I really like seeing the cat there. We can see the face really coming together there. Doesn't have the ears yet, but the whole middle section of the face is done on Kristen's.
Mm-hmm. So I think for Kristen pair and for Siv pair, it's a similar approach with the cat face and the rest. But I think her mom started like from the bottom side of the face, and Kristen started near the eyes. So in the pinks, yeah, the pinks.
Okay, so we're at 18 minutes. I'm going to keep moving so that we can check in on everyone before somebody starts finishing. So we're at K. Let's go to L. We've got Lenka. Okay, so Lenka and Filipa from Slovakia. Maggie and Barbara from Austria. Mandy and Ellen from, it says here, Belgium. Okay, so maybe one of, okay, so this is the third CNOD sister, CNO sister. We know Inga, we know Ellen, and now we have a third one.
Ellen.
This one is Mandy. She's registered under Belgium, so maybe that's why we haven't seen her before. But she has also ordered some solo puzzles as well. So there was a huge box going out to the Netherlands recently. 3 of all the solo competitions. So we look forward to seeing what Mandy can do. And yeah, I hope she enjoys speed puzzling as well as much as her sisters. Oh, so there we see the most, I think we've seen Mandy and Ellen have the most progress on the border.
Yeah.
I think
they didn't really started doing the cat. I mean, they're doing it now, but I think they focused on the plants.
Yeah, and I mean, I imagine that the vegetation would be harder, so that's I think it's going to give them an advantage as they close in towards the middle. The image should be getting easier. Okay, we also have Mari and her partner Emma Pan from the USA.
They have a good section of this cat done.
Oh, yeah, I like that. You can see a big built-out section from the bottom towards the middle, and it is attached to the border as well. And then we have Maria TB and her partner Evelina and her cat, as always. Hello. Strategically, just enough space towards the puzzle pieces. Okay, so some people are guessing under 25. We're at 21 minutes. Looks like might need more than that. But looks like...
Yeah, it looks really troublesome.
So it looks like possibly Mari is ahead, but then again, okay, we're going to see Kristen join up the sections.
Yeah. And also the Slovakian team pair is really doing great with the cat.
Okay, we also have on the screen Marie Nielsen and Thomas from Norway, Mary and Lisa from Germany, Michael and Henrietta from Germany, and Miriam and Samuel from Sweden. Okay, so Kristen has taken her cat from outside and put it in the middle of the section now, middle of the box, and I think things are going to go really speedy from here. So we're going to keep an eye on Kristen and Linda. Yeah, Mary's done quite a detailed color sort. Miriam's working on the cat, and Michael has the border done. Very good.
And the color sorting looks like a rainbow in the Mari camera. It goes from the blue, yellow, orange, and pink. So nice. I think Kristen and Linda are starting to connect the the cat's head to the edge. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's connected now.
So we have Meerta and Sebastian from the Netherlands, Nia and Justine from the UK, Nicole and Victoria from Bulgaria, Nina and Svenja from Germany, and Paloma and Olaf from Spain. Hi. Nice wave to the camera from Paloma and Olaf. Okay, so Meerta and Sebastian are doing it diagonally on the corner of the table. Yeah, also works with that type of arrangement. Then both of them have it facing the right way up.
That's true, but I think if they are both left-handed or right-handed, it can be bothering for at least one person.
Oh, no. So I just got a message from Carolyn. She's got 6 corners and a lot of identical pieces. Okay, just keep going as well as you can. It looks like there's some extra pieces in there. We did have the case for the previous Trefl puzzle, a very rare situation where somebody had, 34 extra pieces. I hope that's not the case here. Just do as well as you can and let us know at the end how you went. Hopefully it's better to have a few extras than some missing. Okay, so we also, yes, so let's keep on moving.
We cannot see them on the screen, but I think Mary Black is on the same level as Kristen right now, the same progress.
Okay, so we're at Q now. Still got a few more minutes to get through everyone, but it looks like yeah, Kristen, Mari, Andrea are all at a similar pace. So we have on the screen right now Pia and Tia from Finland, Quinta and Kira from the Netherlands, Rika and Maya from Finland, Sabina and Claire from Denmark, and Sander and Tina from the Netherlands. So we're at 26 minutes. So Quinta and Kira have also done great progress. Rika has also got the cat attached to the border. And Sander has a very beautiful array of sorted pieces in a nice gradient.
And for now, for Quinta, the cat's head is floating, but I think it's not really far away from being connected. Quinta also has always a really, really big amount of followers here on the YouTube chat. Okay, for Kristen and Linda, I think the only thing left are the ears and the plants, and that's it. But it's like 100 pieces still.
I'm just going to do a quick check-in on Andrea and Becca. Okay, looking a little bit behind Kristen, but still very far ahead. Just wanted to see Mandy again, Mandy and Ellen. Okay. And Mari. Okay, looks like Mari's just slightly behind Kristen. Okay, we'll check on later. So on the screen right now we have Saka and Lucy from Czechia, SJ and Dan from the UK, Miranda and Alex from Romania, Teresa and Anna Karin from Sweden, and Teresa and Veronica from the Czech Republic. That's not Teresa Koptakova, that's Teresa Viteskova.
It looks like for the cat, the most difficult part are the outlines, because it looks like many people are slowing down when they reach this section. So when you start with the yellow parts, it's pretty quick. Then you slow significantly down because of the two pink sections and the dark green. Then you speed up again because you know the texture so well, so you can pick it up. But then you reach like the outline, and I think the shape is really confusing for many people.
Yeah, like we see lots of nose, eyes, and so whiskers of the cat, but we don't see many ears at this stage.
Yeah.
Looks like Saka has her child there with her. That's great that her child is participating and giving it a go. All right, we've almost...
And their progress is very good.
Yeah. So we're nearing the end. We've got Tobias and Zara.
Yeah, Tobias is doing amazing with Sarah. They have slightly less pieces put in than Kristen and Linda, but I think they are strong contenders for the podium today.
Oh yeah, they're doing really well. So they got it's a bit patchy. Looks like they're doing like pick and place there. So there's not much connected in this gap, but I think it's going to go quite fast for them. So yeah, in the running for top 6, Tobias and Zara. Then we have Valerie and Kata from Germany, Veronica and Adam from Slovakia, and Walter. Walter, I don't have a registration from you. Okay, that is Raphael and Ramona. Yes, okay. Raphael and Ramona. Oh, I know these people. We met at the train station in Madrid, yes, and then we were at the same hotel. They're from Switzerland. Good to see you here. And it's funny because they had just heard about speed puzzling recently. They didn't even know about the competitions, about online competitions. They just turned up at the Worlds, and yeah, great to see them here. All right, so yeah, Veronica and Adam have a nice silhouette there. They're working from the outside inwards and similar to Valerie and Kata. Okay, so I'm going to leave Tobias on the screen and Kristen. Let's check in on our other contenders for the podium.
Marie and Emma are pretty strong as well. They have almost whole cat done and some of the plants already assembled. But I think we can already tell who is going to win.
So just gone 32 minutes.
Yeah, so my prediction was way off.
What did you say again? 25 minutes, 27.
I said like low 20s, so I really thought it was like 21.
Okay. So top left, Kristen and Linda. Then we have Tobias and Sarah, Mari and Emma. Bottom left is Andrea and Becca, then Astrid and Olivia, then Emily and Sammy. Looking really good here. So it looks like Kristen and Linda are ahead. And after that, it could be anyone.
Yeah, it's hard to see how many pieces that are placed within the border from Tobias and Sarah are like correctly in the place. But if they are all where they should be, then maybe it will be Tobias and Sarah. But also Emily and Sammy, and then Mari and Emma are doing amazingly.
I can see Inga and Jim also have made okay, yeah. Good progress.
Yeah, and also Mandy and Ellen, they did all the plants, and what is left is only half of the cat.
Okay, Kristen and Linda, about 15 pieces left.
And we can see that Emma and Mari are done with all the
Awesome.
plants and cat on top.
So Kristen and Linda,
And done.
well done, first place.
So it was
just
34, 30. I think someone predicted 34. Yeah, it was Freya.
Sorry, say that again.
I think someone predicted 34. It was Freya or Freya in the YouTube chat.
So Emily and Sammy just did swapsies, going to the other side of the table. Yeah, and Veronica and Adam also got a good section going there. Okay. So looks like it's between second place is between Tobias and Mari. Tobias has about 40 pieces. Looks like Mari and Emma also have around 40 pieces left.
Yeah, but they have bigger section to fill in, and at least from my experience, doing big sections as two people is not really speedy, because it's better to have, like in the case of Tobias and Sarah, to have like many different holes that you can fill in, because you like don't focus on the same section together.
And then you can also do just look at the piece shape and see the rough color. Okay, purple with like 3 holes, and you can kind of just find the spot because they've got so many boxed in. It just looks very satisfying. I just want to take a piece and just plug it into that hole.
But then again, I think that working on the same small section can be trained. And I think that if someone trained this, it should be Mari and Emma.
But their teammates, Emily and Sammy, are not far behind. But they do have, it looks like the ears to do. It looks like there's a gap of the ears.
Yeah, and the ears are exactly the same. So
oh yeah, that's the symmetrical part.
We'll see how it goes. But then, if it's symmetrical, then the communication is key. So if one person finds one piece, then you can say to the second person that, this kind of thing, it's exactly there. So if you communicate well, I think it could go fast.
So Joanna and Monica from Poland have also done a good section. Yeah, making good headway there. Okay, so Tobias and Sarah, 20 pieces. Mari and Emma, 20 pieces.
I think it's my first time when I see from the audience perspective how high of a precision Tobias have with placing the pieces. I've never seen it because I am always puzzling. This is fascinating to see. So the pace is pretty even for both of the pairs. How would it be? Let's go, let's go.
Okay, Tobias, 10 pieces. Mari and Emma, also 10 pieces. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Oh.
The podium is yours. 2 pieces.
Oh.
Oh, and Tobias, Sarah are done.
Tobias and Zara, congratulations, second place. Just, oh, that looked quite exhausting.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. So Mari and Emma.
Maybe under 40. Will they finish under 40? Go, go, go. Oh, one missing piece. Yeah.
Well done, Mari and Emma. Good job.
Good job.
And their teammates just 15 pieces behind them goes Emily and Sammy. So we also have Astrid and Olivia closing in. Andrea and Becca have all these tough looking purple and bluish stripy pieces left. And Emma and
they
Siobhan.
seem to do this puzzle by color and not by section. Interesting.
Oh, so it looks like Andrea has the cast on her arm. Emily and Sammy, awesome. Excellent effort there, well done. So between the teammates there, so Kristen and Linda, I'll just read the timestamps that I have here. 36 minutes. I think we started like 1 minute later. Tobias, 41. So 5-minute gap between Kristen and Tobias. Then in the same minute, Mari and Emma. 1 minute later, Emily and Sammy. So their team is also very evenly balanced.
Yeah. So who do we have now? Yeah, it looks like Astrid and Olivia are on the same level as Andrea and Becca. It looks like maybe 15 pieces left for Irish pair. Maybe less.
So we might have 3 Americans in the top 6 or the top 10, definitely. So, but Astrid and Olivia are chasing hard. Okay, so I think 5th place is between Astrid and Olivia and Emma and Siobhan. Denmark versus Ireland. But I have the tip that Veronica is close. Yes, so Veronica and Adam 30 pieces out.
Veronica.
So time is 43 minutes. So we've had 4 finishes at 43 minutes. So yeah, a more difficult pairs puzzle. We've gotten used to seeing pairs puzzles being done in like 27 minutes or 25 minutes. So this one a bit more challenging. Well, this one took.
And Emma, Siobhan are done.
Awesome. Ireland. For 5th place to Ireland. Congratulations, Emma and Siobhan.
And 15 pieces left for Denmark. Probably the same amount for Veronica and Adam. We can actually see Mandy and Ellen pulling ahead compared to Inge and Jim. They also have only the ears left. 25 pieces left for Andrea and Becca.
Oh, congratulations, Astrid and Olivia. 6th place, awesome. So I'm very grateful to Olivia. She got me to the airport in time when I had there were no trains going, and I booked a bus for the wrong day. Thankfully, Olivia and her mum gave me a.
Oh, maybe I think that Andrea and Becca have so many extra pieces.
Oh no, we missed Nina. Nina, yeah, we just. Oops. So we missed Nina. Sorry about that. So just before Astrid and Olivia, Nina slipped through. We didn't have her on screen. Nina and Svenja. And now we have.
Now Quinta is done.
And now we have Quinta.
Veronica and Adam.
All right, so well done, Quinta and Kira, Veronica and Adam. So, yeah, so when I read out the results, it is always like to be confirmed. I did make the mistake the other day. I made my markers, but when I said 6th, somebody squeezed in just before me, and it was actually 7th. And so that meant once we did the eventual final results, everybody was like bumped 1 down. So if I read out or if I type a marker into the chat, it is just to be confirmed. Sometimes people slip in without me noticing, and it's always in the end what is on the final results.
Michelle, look how many extra pieces Andrea and Becca have.
What? Oh, Trefl, what is going on? Okay, so Andrea and Becca have finished, and they have like 30 extra pieces. What is going on, Trefl? Okay, yeah, let us know. But okay, so they had an extra challenge. That's so bizarre. Okay, Mandy and Ellen are done. Maggie just moments away. Okay, and what? Andrea and Becca had 96 extra pieces? 96? I'm so confused. Okay. So Maggie. So let me just, so we just had a lot of finishes there. Kristen 1st, Tobias 2nd, Mari 3rd, Emily 4th, Emma 5th, Nina 6th, Astrid 7th, Quinta 8th, Veronica 9th, Andrea 10th, Ellen 11th, Linka 12, Maggie 13, Inga 14. So it looks like 14 people have finished, if I haven't counted incorrectly.
And now Inge and Jim finished.
So Inga and Jim have one missing and one extra. So 96 pieces? That's just incredible. So sorry, Becca and Andrea, that you had that extra challenge. That's quite bizarre. Okay, I'm going to bring in then our winners for tonight, Kristen and Linda. Oh, and I just got the notice that Eliska is close to finishing. Yes, there we go. All right. All right. Hi, Kristen and Linda.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So how did you find the puzzle tonight? Was this a new one for you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
new puzzle, new brand also. Or I think I have a wooden puzzle from Trefl, but not this kind of puzzle.
Mm-hmm. And how did you enjoy it today?
It was fun. It's a really nice picture. But yeah, I don't think it's like an easy one to do in pairs. You don't gain an advantage of being two because the colors are very similar. And there's also just two things that you can build, and one is in the middle and one is around. So you're sort of working on top of each other. But yeah, fortunately, we didn't get that many extra pieces. So yeah, that worked well for us.
Yeah, no, I hope that we don't have any more surprises there. Hopefully that's the only one for tonight, that someone had 96 pieces. Yeah, so yeah, as you say, like there was kind of only two ways to go about this puzzle, and we've kind of just we haven't really seen anybody else take a different approach. Well, we saw a couple people maybe just both work on the outside towards the middle, but yeah, most people did start from the outside and go in. Yeah, so yeah, Victor, do you have any questions?
I have questions because I never get to talk to you two as a pair. So my first question is, I mean, it's the history started when I saw this video on YouTube from Norwegians, and they were like puzzling this small puzzle. It was like 200 pieces with the cameras, I think. And you two did this puzzle on like a table in the restaurant in Spain.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And so my question is, how often does it happen that Linda is doing better than you?
It's that one time.
Yeah,
Have never happened.
And it was recorded.
the story is that we got this puzzle, or she got it, and then I got to do it like one or twice, and then she stole it back home, and I wasn't allowed to do it, and yeah, she did it a lot of times. Yeah,
I practice a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really see this puzzle in Poland. So I think when I get at least someday I need to try this and see if it will be comparable to any of your times. And
puzzle.
so, one thing, congratulations on your performance in Paris in the finals this year. It was amazing competing against you. And I think Natalia, my partner, would say the same, that we were really aware and scared of you because we knew from I think it was from the point when you competed against Teresa and Marketa with the wolf puzzle. We were like, we need to try this puzzle, and we finished like 10 minutes after both of you, and I was like, how? And from that point on, we were like, okay, yeah, so we can be slower than them, and everything doesn't matter. Yeah, so how, because I think it's probably one of the puzzles that was favorite from everybody in the whole competition, the Paris final. So how did you divide this puzzle? Did you have any specific sections that you wanted to work on?
I remember I did all the buildings because it was like famous sites from Valladolid. And yeah, I did all the buildings, and Linda sorted more. Yeah, I'm not sure that. Yeah, we just worked really well together that time.
It's pretty fun to have a sibling in a pair, because there goes the communication factor. Because some people have to train exactly that to be able to communicate well. But I know that because I sometimes speak puzzle with my sister, and she's not that speedy, but we have the best communication, and almost as if like we don't have to really talk to each other, we just know.
Yeah,
Many times.
I actually had the AirPods in with sound cancelling in the pairs finals. Yeah, so we didn't communicate that much by speech. Yeah, it was not like pointing.
Okay, so when you do communicate, how does it look? What are you talking about during puzzling?
I think like very short sentences. Just yeah, but maybe we try to like communicate what we're seeing, like
we see any details, we tell the other so they are aware.
Like when you do the sorting and also when you're building.
Yeah, so do you provide each other the missing pieces? For example, let's say that Kristen is putting together the yellow binding from the final puzzle, and Linda is, let's say, gathering the puzzles for the dome, the white pieces. So do you put the other pieces to each other, or how does it look?
Yes, of course. Yeah, we try to be aware of what the other person is doing, so we can like give them pieces if we find some. Yeah.
That's so great. And about this specific puzzle, because when I saw that, I don't know if you two would agree, but when I saw that, I was like, this puzzle doesn't really look that bad for a solo competition. It would be like you just sort the colors and then two different textures, and you're good to go. Because I don't have this puzzle like in front of me, so I don't really have any reference point. But it looked like it at the start, and then we saw that Kristen, you were doing the cat, and Linda were doing the edge and some sorting, I think. So would you now do it differently, or I don't know, maybe swap places or puzzle like in front of each other, or maybe to on one side of each other?
No, I think we would do the same. It worked. I don't know if there's that many ways of doing this one. I mean, Linda played the saboteur and did the edge wrong 2 places. Yeah. So the cat didn't like fit the edge because she had like placed 2 pieces wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering actually, because I saw that you were having those. I think it was the bottom one, and on the side the pink plants. And I was like, wait, why this one is longer than this one? What is going on?
Yeah, the right edge had 2 pieces more that was supposed to be on the left edge. So thank you. Yeah, but yeah, it's not like a puzzle that you have a big advantage being 2. I think like doing it solo, you wouldn't have like a big difference in time, as you can see on some different puzzles.
I would.
Yeah, she would, but not me.
So humble.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like puzzle. For example, the Pink Thunder that was in my preliminary, when you can just divide it into like 2 halves, the puzzle, so you don't really get any advantage, like you said. So maybe one last question about this puzzle. What do you think was the hardest section to do?
I didn't build the cat, so I believe.
Yeah. Maybe like the top part of the cat's head, like the forehead and up towards the ears. also because there was like some shine in the puzzle. And when you're doing it together, you can't like maneuver the puzzle around too much. So I just had to like deal with it. I saw the blue and purple area. Yeah.
So you say it didn't really help much that the picture was, at least for the head, symmetrical. It didn't really help.
Yeah, it does help. Like you can see the direction the fur is going, and also like the, I don't know what it's called, like the whiskers in the forehead, the eyebrows. Oh yeah.
Okay, so what I was seeing in many different pairs, that one of the hardest parts, at least it looked like it was the ears, because I don't know, it looks like the shape was some like really weird. I don't know. Many people really slowed down at this point.
Yeah, but I noticed like it has this yellow edge
Like
around
yellow
it.
outline, yeah.
Yeah. So when I could see those, it was easier.
Yeah, so we basically did the outline and fill it in.
Yeah, I think I did so.
All right, so I think that's it from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Great questions. Yeah.
Linda, I just had a question. So how was your experience at the World Championships this year?
Oh, it was awesome. Wasn't expecting to get the top 10 in pairs, and she won. That was crazy. I'm almost happy I didn't get to the final by myself, so I would be puzzling back there when she won. I don't think I could have handled that very well. So
yeah, so you were outside with your mum and your sister, your mum and your brother?
No, I was standing inside as the only one in the family. So
oh, okay, yeah, because I didn't see you in the video. So you were inside the dome at that time.
Yeah, and I did run into her when she won. So.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
And so how were you feeling during the final? Like what emotions were you feeling? And...
Oh, it was a long 37 minutes for sure. And was so nervous and so happy when she won. Yeah.
Oh,
I think in front of me turned around when she won because I was screaming.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Yeah, that must be such a special experience to see your sister win and just to be there at that moment and feel all the energy and have the nerves and the, just have that joy to share. So,
yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And congratulations on your win.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So we have... a lot more finishes. Okay, it looks like we've had 24 pairs finished so far. The time is just over, just gone an hour. We'll just see how some people are getting on. All right, Mjota and Sebastian just finished. Well done.
So we are it's a half time right now. 1 hour past. Or do we have 1 hour and 30 minutes to finish, Michelle?
This is 2 hours.
2 hours, okay.
Yeah. So it looks like Caroline and Elisa have 3 pieces extra. Nia and Justine is missing 2 pieces. Okay.
I just hope this competition doesn't turn out to be a challenge to to put together the puzzle from the extra pieces from everyone else.
So Amy just finished. Well done. Okay, so let's bring in our second place for this evening. That is Tobias and Sarah. Hello.
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 Oh, you got all the family there. Very nice.
Yes.
So, yeah, tell us what you thought about the puzzle tonight.
It was challenging.
Yes. Beautiful, but very hard.
Yeah, it was hard to sort and things. So have to really look at the details from my part at least.
Yeah, I noticed you picking up a lot of pieces and holding them up to the image to find out where they go.
Yeah, I look like there are some color splashes on the cat. So have to look at those kind of details just to find where the piece goes.
Mm. Yeah, and then of course, because it's, did you find that the symmetry helped at all?
No, I think that makes it harder. You just have to check on two places, more or less.
Yeah, that was true for me when I was doing the polygon lion. I was like, it isn't helping at all.
I had a question. So I really enjoyed the picture that you made, or the puzzle that you made of your own artworks. That was really beautiful. What was it like to puzzle your own puzzle?
It was quite strange because you think about the picture in another way. Like, why did I paint it like this hard? I could have more details. But it was very fun. It was a unique experience.
Have you done it as well, Sarah?
Yes, I have, and it was a lot of fun doing that. Yes.
Do you remember your times? Did you do it as a speed puzzle, or did you take it slowly and enjoy?
I did it as a speed puzzle. Yeah.
I did it like 41 minutes or something. I don't recall exactly.
Oh, very nice. Yes, show it to us for those who haven't seen it. Can you hold it up a bit higher, closer? Yeah. So we've got a flamingo, tiger, butterfly, fish, parrot, seahorse, and frog. So tell me, what was your each of you? What was your favorite part to puzzle, and what was the trickiest part to puzzle?
On which puzzle?
Oh, on your own puzzle. Do you have a name for this? Like
I named it colorful animals.
Colorful animals.
But my favorite part was the butterfly, because that's some sharp details, and it's quite small, so you can get that done very quickly.
Which one? The frog?
No, the purple butterfly.
Oh, the butterfly. Oh, lovely. So that one you found it easier.
Yeah.
And which part was harder?
The tiger was surprisingly hard, because the stripes just more confused than help you in this case.
I like the frog very much. It's so beautiful and realistic.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like a painting. Or the drawing, because I'm sorry. Painting or drawing?
It's oil painting.
Oil painting, okay.
Oil painting. Oh, okay, I thought it was done with coloring pencils. I thought it was like sketched with like a black pencil and then colored in softly with coloring in pencils. So how big are the original images?
They are varying sizes, so like 10 times 15, or some larger, some smaller, but around a little bit bigger than they are in the picture, but smaller than that puzzle.
So did you have to crop your own images to like be able to put them into this perfect rectangle?
Yes, a little bit. Then you have to enlarge some parts and make them smaller, so they vary a bit in the sharpness.
So did any one of those had like additional things going all around it that are not here?
No, it was the background that I cropped out. So. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think for me the most difficult would be the seahorse. I don't know. I see yellow and I just like no.
Yeah. That's one of the harder. Yes.
So now that you've done your own puzzle, if you were to create a painting specifically for a puzzle, what would you do differently?
if you do it for a puzzle, I would add as much details as I could, and use color use a lot of colors just to get a lot of help from that, and textures and all that stuff that you really like when you see it in a puzzle.
Mm. And do you have any artworks in mind that you think, oh, if I were to get a second puzzle made, I would use this one instead? Or?
No, I haven't thought about that.
Are you also a painter, Sarah?
No, I'm not.
Did you also use your voucher from the Worlds?
No, I haven't. I just talked with my daughter Selma today if we should use it, but we couldn't agree on a photo, or we don't know what to print on the puzzle yet.
Yeah.
I saw that the voucher has to be used before, I think it's like 5 days left only for it. And I also didn't use it, and I'm actively thinking about what to do with it because we don't have Ravensburger site in Poland, so I only can like purchase things from Germany and send them to my German family for them to send them to me, and I still didn't contact them, so I have to do that. Yeah, I have a question about the puzzle from the competition right now. So when I'm looking at this picture here, I can see that specifically on the cat, you have those like splashes of color. Did they help in any way?
Yes, as I say, they are helpful for me. I almost see them as the star constellations that you can identify which part a piece belongs to, because the fur can be quite hard to just use. So they are like X-ray identifiers, but it's hard still with it.
Yeah, so the cat is symmetrical, but the splashes aren't.
Exactly.
I didn't see that before. Yeah. So I'm asking that because I'm this kind of puzzler that would also like strike to those and don't focus on the colors. So yeah, I'm glad that you're thinking the same as me.
Yeah.
And about the plants, which ones do you think were really similar to each other that you had some problems with like distinguishing them? Maybe the left ones, the pink ones?
Yes, I think so. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, these ones were pretty hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we saw many puzzles with this kind of leaves. I can't really now recall where it was, but I think it was like at least 5 Ravensburgers that had this type of leaf, and they are always difficult. Oh wait, actually, I think it was in the tropical circle of colors.
Yeah.
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 Some of those. Yeah.
Yeah. So aside from that, do you think the plants were harder or the cat?
We divided, so I did the cat and you did the plants, and we met up almost close to the end. So I think that was a good parting for us.
Yeah. So did you do this puzzle from the start with the cat in the middle, or did you do the cat like in the very beginning, like not in the same puzzling area as Sarah?
No, we did it in the same area. I started with a dark green, so I could connect some at the bottom.
Oh, I see. Because we saw 2 approaches with if people started with the cat and the border, and one was that you start with the yellow details and the eyes and go to the sides and maybe to the dark greens, and the second approach, which is yours, that you were just starting with the dark green and going upwards. So that's really interesting.
I jumped around quite a lot on the cat's face, but I wanted to have them in place because I could.
Yeah.
Could put them approximately in the correct position without connecting.
So if you two were to do this puzzle alone as a solo, what would you start with?
I would start with the leaf. I think they are easier. And then work, and then you can do the border, and then you have something to connect to. Because that would be my strategy.
And you, Sarah?
I always start with the border as well. So, but yeah, I'm sure maybe I have then started with the eyes and the nose of the cat, but I don't know.
So, a question from different topic. Are you currently training for the Swedish competition championships? Or not yet?
It's in March, so we haven't started to train very much yet. But
I think we'll do the start of next year.
Yeah.
It's a bit too far right now. I have some off season.
So, do you know anything about the championships? They will have like again 2 different preliminaries for individuals and pairs, or only finals, or maybe any other changes?
I don't know those details yet, but I expect it to be at least as big as last year, and they have having this big sports arena this time, so they could fit a lot of competitors. I think maybe they have the same number of qualifiers, but they could have more participants in each. But I'm just guessing.
I see. And yeah, I had question in my head and I forgot. And yeah, about the worlds. Yeah. So I wanted to ask about what was your experience as a pair in Worlds, because we know that you both were in the WJPC in the 2023. Sorry, I'm mumbling right now. and right now too. So how do they compare? What was done better, and maybe what was the biggest change, or the change for you, not in the competition? How would you compare those 2 different years?
I think the big difference was that this time in 2024, it was much more participants and very good participants.
Yeah, very good pairs that
Yeah.
had trained specifically for the pairs competition. The competition was very hard this year. We were prepared for that.
Mm.
But we were glad we still managed to put on a good qualifier this year as well. So that's very fun to finish in the top.
Yeah, well, you did amazingly. I don't remember the exact placement, but I know that you did very, very good as a pair, and going from preliminaries to the final. And about the puzzle, because I kind of suspect, and I just want to confirm, that you preferred the puzzle from the last year, or you didn't?
You mean the Boston puzzle?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone likes it, but I think it was a bit to our strength, at least.
Yeah.
It compared to that other puzzler, but it was very fun this year. So I'm not gonna wish for a Boston puzzle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable. This puzzle isn't like very enjoyable, but yeah, I was thinking that maybe because you both seem to be into detailed puzzles, that maybe you weren't as much troubled by the Boston as some of the pairs could be.
Yeah, I think a bit like that.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, so I'm wishing you very beautiful detailed puzzles in the upcoming competitions. And that's all the questions from me. Thank you so much.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tobias and Sarah. Well done tonight. And see you next time. Bye. And bye, Selma. All right. So yeah, so when you have finished, and if you would like to continue listening to the live stream, we encourage you to hop over to YouTube and keep listening there. That way it keeps the Google Meet cleaner, so we can still see who is puzzling. All right, so our next interviewee, our third place for today, all the way from USA, Mari and Emma.
You got a 2-for-1 because Wicked Quick's in the same room.
Yeah. So I have to find you the. There you are. Oh, okay. We'll talk to all of you then. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay, I finally found you. I've got you on the screen now, and you've got your little mascots there as well. Yeah. So yeah, tell us about today's puzzle.
We were actually just debating because it's like, well, Michelle's going to say, how did you do the puzzle? And my honest answer is, I have absolutely no idea. It was, I think in all our training, we work on being very disciplined and very organized and really having a strategy. And that was total chaos.
Yeah, I think the only nice part for me was when I was doing like the green hairs of his chin. And then from there, it was just, what do we do now?
Yeah, Emma did the chin, the green chin, and I did the blue top of the head. And that was the only section that we have a clear memory of doing. Did you guys have a strategy?
Pretty much the same thing. You did the green chin, I did the blue line, and then I was like, ugh. Yeah. And then I think you basically did cat and I did plants.
Yeah. I want to see Victor's video of 21 minutes on that thing.
Very funny.
Yeah.
No, I think I need to buy that one and at least try it once, but yeah, it doesn't look really fun. I mean, it's beautiful, but it really can be if you are not that committed to finishing one thing and starting the next one, you can be all over the place all the time. So I completely understand.
Yeah, that's completely what happened to us. And I feel like I would love this puzzle if it were like in the evening with no timer, a piece of pizza in one hand and a podcast. That would be great.
Yeah, totally. And I think the main struggle with this puzzle, when I look at it, not doing it, it's the fact that you have colors that are somehow in a gradient, but they're not. Like they are in some sections that okay, this goes there, but it can be in 4 different directions, and then it can be on the symmetric side.
Yeah,
absolutely. We ended up doing a lot of like Em and I ended up we sometimes will tag team things where somebody will start and somebody will switch right in. We did a lot of switching, but we also ended up doing a lot of both of us on the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, because it's very symmetrical. So I was like, why am I reaching across to like put the reds in here and on the other side when Mari's already sitting there? And then when we tag team, we can just like pass the pieces instead of having to like be in each other's faces.
Okay, so if you could explain the term you're using, because I'm not.
Yeah, tag team. I guess
like working together.
Yeah, where we're 2 people on the same thing and just kind of alternating. Like somebody's grabbing a handful, somebody puts it in, while somebody else is grabbing a handful. Yeah.
Okay, so what I think we are talking with Michelle during your finish that compared to Tobias and Sarah, who they had like many different holes on like in the whole puzzle, you had 2 big holes, and I was saying that this isn't really good for pairs because you have to work like in the same hole, and it's not that good. But I think that if someone trained for that, it's you.
Yes, it's true. And that's the thing, like our team has worked so much on like how to handle the space physically. We're actually pretty good at puzzling right up in each other's face, like arms crossed and people looking around and ducking. There tends to be some of that happens every so often. It's a little like playing Twister. But
yeah, that's true. So how often do you practice pairs and teams, or it's always like in the same day?
It really varies depending on how close we are to a competition.
I see.
We're spread out. Emma and I live, we have the advantage because we live about 7 blocks from each other. We can walk back and forth. And then Emily's up in New Hampshire and Sammy's down in Connecticut. So like 2 hours north and 2 hours south. So Emma and I are in the middle, and we'll often bring everybody in when we practice as a team.
Yeah, and 2 hours is not that bad, especially for USA. It could be much worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but is it your nationals are in April? So is there any competition that will be before the nationals, or?
A lot of the online things. So we compete in the speedpuzzling.com league. So there are up to 4 competitions every month. And there are things that are in person just for fun. For instance, we rushed back from, there was a competition held at a game store a few blocks away from us that we went to this morning and did an Art and Fable with a different configuration of pairs. And then we grabbed takeout lunch and came back here for EJJ. So it's a good day.
Do you also have local competitions for teams?
Yeah.
They have local, mostly libraries do team competitions, but we're starting to see more and more small businesses host puzzle competitions, which is really cool to see locally.
Oh, I never heard of that. At least we don't really have any competitions in Poland, but when we get something, it's mostly organized by like Trefl or Castroland, so we don't have these small competitions. I mean, I think we had 2, and they were in the same library that is like on the most eastern part of Poland. So I came there once with Christian, I think in June, and that's it. And they say that the competitions and the Polish championships are coming, but I don't know how it will be and when and who will be doing it. And about the teams, this is another topic. So with the speedpuzzling.com, do you have also online teams event?
Yes.
Oh, that's so nice.
We have online solo and pairs and teams. And the soloist can do 300 piece and 500 piece and 1,000 piece.
What's the
good variety.
What's the time limit for a 1,000-piece puzzle for a solo?
2.5 hours.
Okay.
I think, or maybe did he expand it to 3?
I don't know. I've never done to the 1,000.
Might be 3. I usually haven't stuck around that long, but might be 3. Jonathan Clough is who runs those. He is very dedicated to creating opportunities for people to compete, and is done an amazing job.
Yeah, and now he has like a junior division and a senior division at his local competitions, and he does like a advanced. He had like a challenge series, and he also has been doing like a new thing with his prizes, where like if you're not a ranked person who like has been established as a speed puzzler, like then there's like a separate set of prizes for the newer people.
And he does ship internationally, so if anybody wants to play.
Yeah, I think I should at least once try one of those competitions from the other side of the ocean.
Yeah, it's fun. Then we can do our transatlantic puzzling. We'll come to you, you come to us.
I will say the pictures he posts are very American.
That's some pretty American puzzles, that's true.
And what do you mean by very American? Give us some examples.
We can grab a couple from the shelf because
like
they're all
classic American artists, a lot of like,
Misaki.
Things like this, lots of American flags.
We have farms.
We have country post offices.
More child.
This specifically is all the brand Buffalo, and he uses a wide variety of brands. So you do get a mix of a lot of different things, but some of them are very
he mixes up the brands a lot, which is really nice.
It's cool to try different. Yeah,
but it's also cool that the EJJ brands are very different. Like I've never done a truffle before, and it was like the pieces, they're so thick.
Hey, look at that! Puzzle buddies, we're puzzle buddies. Okay,
and
so
this is Trefl.
Really? Wow.
So funny. This is actually a very fun puzzle. This was the pairs puzzle 500 for today. We got to record in advance. This is actually the puzzle that Emma and I met on. We met a year and a half ago at a fun competition at a library in Connecticut.
Like 2 hours away. Even though we lived 10 minutes away from each other, we both drove 2 hours and then ran into each other.
Yeah, we were both puzzling with our partners. I was with Jim and she was with Robbie. And then like 5 minutes after we completed this puzzle, we met and said, gosh, we should puzzle together. So it was really fun that this month's competition, it was like our get to know you puzzle that came out of the bag. We were really excited.
Yeah, this puzzle is really fun to do as a solo too.
I have to try it as a solo. We hadn't seen it since the library. They didn't let us keep it. It was sad. But now we have one.
So I think that many American illustrations are slowly coming to Europe, especially from Trefl, not from Castellan, because this is a whole other topic, but from Trefl, and there's one other brand that does like this image shifting from US to Europe, and they're pretty fun. And because we are so used to like photographs and things, that this is the breath of fresh air. Breath, I don't know. What's the collocation?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, well, we need more of your landscape photographs and fine artwork. Like, we don't have a lot of that, and so it tends to be a weak suit for the Americans. On our team, Sammy's our like non-American puzzle brand expert. She's seen more than any of us.
Do you want to talk about like how you find?
I'm on Instagram, and I've been on Instagram for a couple of years, and so I kind of got into that community. And there's a lot of international people and a lot of international brands, and so I've kind of gotten to know a lot of the different brands and have a sense of where to find things.
She's like a dictionary. It's so impressive.
And also like a
puzzle Google.
Yeah. And also a puzzle bloodhound. When the team sees a picture of something that was maybe used in a competition somewhere, and we're like, I wonder if we could do that sometime. The next practice, Sammy shows up like, well, I got it. Here you go. It's amazing.
I heard in the podcast that Sammy is the librarian, or like, is that by trade, or you just created a library at your home?
I have too many puzzles, and I started loaning them out to people because they have more storage because they're out in the world. But then they come back eventually. I'm like, I don't know where to put this.
Yeah.
I need to start making library cards for people.
Well, you do basically have letters. You have like a Google sheet.
Of all of the different issues.
It's a catalog.
Sammy's puzzle collection is it's in a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is so big that if you open it on your phone, it will crash your phone. You have to open it on a computer. That's how extensive her collection
fact about the spreadsheet.
It is a pretty fun fact.
I was actually attempting to do my Google sheet for like the Ravensburgers and the Times, and like before I discovered my speed puzzling, and I think it lasted for like 2 months, and I gave up because it was too much work, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
It's a lot of work.
On our team, that's me. I'm the stats person for the team, so I have a gigantic spreadsheet of tracking all the practices and the date and the puzzle and the time and all the extensive notes on what happened and what did we discover and everything like that. I was just updating it today and looking at how many practice puzzles I'd done over like the life of our pretty short speed puzzling career. It's not small.
Okay, so if you are this analytic person in your team, the question is, what is the current tendency? Do you think that maybe not tendency, but what are the types of images that you are the best on as a team, and what are the worst ones?
We actually explored this before Worlds because we were trying to figure out like how do we pick the puzzles that will be fastest to us. And I think we discovered that like medium busy puzzles are our strong suit. We're not very good at like very simple puzzles where there's like 3 big sections of like very consistent texture or color. And we're not very good at like super duper chaotic busy, although that if that came up, like I think we would know how to handle it.
We have strategies built now, yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of like the like fastest like speed that we can have, it's like when there's some different things we can pull out of the pile, and they're not like a quarter of the puzzle, they're like a much smaller percentage of the puzzle, because we have, that's like sort of the average, I think, of the puzzles that we see in the US. Sometimes there are exceptions, but like I think that type of image is what we've practiced the most on and have gotten the fastest at.
Our strength as a team is how we work together. We do not puzzle like four separate people who, like, if you just have a puzzle that gets divided in like, this is your job, this is your job, this is your job, see you at the end. That's not how this team is designed to work, and that's not how we work very well. So we're always going to get clobbered on a puzzle like that. But when it's something where you have to communicate and pass and switch and double team stuff, that's where we get much better.
Yeah, I think it's better to have this kind of skill set that no matter the puzzle, if you can take advantage of your communication skills and your like built-in, maybe not necessarily individual speed, but your ability to help, to recognize problems and to recognize ways in which something can go faster as a team, then I think it's the best qualities you can have as a team. Because it isn't really useful for like solo competitions, I would say, because there you can just like practice and get more fast and recognize your own pros and cons. But as a team, you have to have this really different type of skill set that my team didn't have for the first time that we practiced. And actually, I was very surprised, and I don't think I ever talked about it after the Worlds, but I was very surprised at the competition that like those different small details that, I don't know, maybe we were puzzling in 3 different directions or we didn't communicate, or like there's so strange things that happen at this first training. They disappeared at the Worlds, and I was like, shouldn't we train, or I don't understand.
Hey,
So
only
was,
if it helps, right?
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah, and doing at Worlds, doing the puzzles was really stressful because I don't know. I think when I do puzzling in a team, I'm much slower than solo. Even if I have a person that just provides me pieces. It was Justina, because Justina is more of a casual puzzler, so she was a main sorter for us for 4 puzzles. So when you just are being given the pieces, I don't know, if I am in a team, I just cannot have this mindset of like, do it as fast as you can. It's like, do it as well as you can and just try to contact as many people as you can at the same time. So I don't know, I think it slows me down, and it's something to work on in the future. But then again, I don't know what the future of my team will be. This is a whole other topic.
Well, hopefully lots. You guys were fantastic. It was really fun to watch you.
Yeah, but let's not talk about the jungle puzzle.
No, let's not. None of us shall.
Oh, actually, that was my next question. What did you think about the puzzles in the final?
Oh, in the final, we could talk about the finals. We're not going to talk about our prelim because we did the cow in the bathtub in the dark. So,
I loved the like the green one.
Yeah,
the jungle.
That was a fun one. The Venice, was that the
Venice?
place? That was murky. I mean, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. The cow. Oh no! There, put it away.
That's spookier.
Halloween prank. Yeah, I think in the final it was very much like the jungle was more of an American style image, like that fun, colorful illustrations, the sort of thing we see more of, and then that like sort of photograph art kind of. It was neither photograph nor.
Yeah, it's
art.
like a digital graphic, but very realistic.
Right, but I think it played much more to what you guys in Europe are really, you see more of and are really good at. So it was kind of nice to have it for Worlds, to have one of each in the final. Made a lot of sense to me. But
do you know which one you were faster at?
Yeah, we were faster in the jungle, but only by about a minute. We were kind of even on both.
We were very uneven. I think we were, what was it, like 40 minutes on the Venice, and the jungle was 57.
Oh my gosh.
We were 44 and 45.
I think, yeah, in the jungle, Emily did a lot of really good feeding.
Emily's an amazing feeder. Like she's almost telepathic, where I'll be in something and I'll say, "Does anybody have the?" And suddenly it's in front of my face. It's truly like otherworldly.
Oh, that's so nice. So we have an analytic, we have the provider. So what are the other roles in the team?
Well,
if there are any.
We call Sammy the bat because she is unusual in that she can be upside down and she's exactly as fast as she is right side up. The orientation truly does not matter. We want her to donate her brain to science so that it can be studied and bottled after you're done with it. So yeah, we call her a bat because she hangs upside down the entire time. And with a foursome, you need somebody who's going to deal upside down, which is really great.
Yeah, Emily and I switched being the other upside down one. I think it happens more with Emily than
Depends on the puzzle.
Depends on the puzzle.
Emma's our color expert. She can see differentiations in color. Like I thought I was good with color. Like I really thought color was my thing. And then I met Emma and I'm like, okay, gradients are yours. It's amazing what she can see.
So can you elaborate what you mean by color expert? Like just you mean more on the gradients or just?
Yeah, and seeing gradient when there isn't a gradient, right? Where she'll be like, if you show 5 different blues that I think are the same blue, and she'll be like, well, no, this one's here because of this, and this one's here because of this, and this one's here. And we're like, okay, Emma, we believe you.
Because she's good at seeing textures and like I remember, I think in the finals for the individuals, you were saying how like you were able to tell which leaves were like,
oh my god, yeah, okay,
versus like not like things that. Like you have this vocabulary that shows that you know like how to differentiate between different things that I don't see or know.
Yeah, I've thrifted a lot of photoshopped puzzles. So for that one, I was like, oh, this is like an image trace, and this one has like a faint blue outline, and this one they increase the sharpness even though it's in the background. In the foreground, they have like more blurry resolution, and so I just like figured out where everything was based on like those little Photoshop details.
I love the combination of Michelle's face and Victor's face. Exactly like the rest of the team. It was like, we completely believe you. You're on your own. Have fun. We'll see you at the end of these 200 pieces. And she's amazing.
I mean, with the final puzzle for individuals, I kind of see it. I cannot name like how you just did, but I think I did the same in my head, but with like no nomenclature, because I was looking at this different brushes and trees and the different blurriness levels, and that's how I puzzled like all of the around busyness, which was actually much faster for me than the center. I just died in the center, so I think similarly to you, but I cannot name it.
Yeah, I think I was noticed for you, it's a combination. Like you just see it naturally, but you also have background. You were trained to see these things.
Only a little bit.
And so like I think having the combination of just like a natural view and also the vocabulary to be able to like categorize the information makes a huge difference. It's so impressive.
So maybe how long do you practice together? For how long have you been doing this?
Our first team meeting was December 2nd, 2023. So we are just over
a year.
Yeah, 10 months.
Yeah. And I'd say I'd say we average once a month, though this summer was more frequent leading up to Worlds. Yeah, and our practices are often multiple days. We'll get together for a weekend at a time.
Yeah.
I see.
Also, we didn't get to share Mari's superpower.
It's clear what this is, so I'm curious.
I think Mari's superpower is looking into the future and being like this disaster is going to happen if we don't do something about it now.
Yeah.
And then we're all like, we don't know what to do.
That is true. I'm always I feel like I'm the rain cloud on the team because I'm always like, guys, we're gonna have a disaster in 3 minutes. And they're like, please leave us alone and let's just, I'm like, I cannot do this. There's gonna be a disaster in 3 minutes.
So Mari is just hyper aware of the situation.
Yeah, but it's like even if we're not able to solve it in that moment, when we look back afterwards and we figure out what we should have done, then we're able to solve it the next time we see that same problem. So like that sort of becomes the root like trigger for like creating a lot of our strategies and a lot of our like disaster mitigation.
And that's been a lot of the development that I've done as Solus and the team has really done great with is not just doing something because it's there, but saying, if I do this blue chair now, what then am I doing next? So we think about our first pull, our secondary, and our tertiary pull. So we know 3 pulls ahead where it's going to be. And then if we need to change something, like actually this isn't good, we need to go over here, then what does those next steps do? So we're trying to engineer our way through the assembly that's going to be strategic and make sense.
Okay, so do you practice to be able to instantly agree as a 4-people team on it, or it's just one person that is, let's say, the main one that says, okay, this, and that, or just argue all the way through?
There's one person.
No.
And it's definitely not that we all instantly agree. It's usually a discussion. A heated discussion. While we're puzzling about what we should do because it's not obvious. But the more we practice, the more we can then refer back to like, oh, well, this is similar to this specific puzzle that we did, and we figured out that this would have worked better. So we're able to better anticipate and have a better vocabulary and level of communication to refer back to experiences we've had.
Yeah, like we'll reference like specific puzzles that we have a specific strategy, and we'll just say it's like this puzzle, and then we know exactly what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, and sometimes you'll hear us talking to each other, and people afterwards will be like, why were you talking about manatees and pasta and Venice? Like, there's none of those things in the puzzle that you're doing, and it's because we're referring to past experiences.
And that's where the practicing of the team is great, because it's like a little zip file of information that we can say, if there's a puzzle with a bunch of text, they'll say Wizard of Oz, and it means it's a whole set of rules about how big does a piece of text have to be before you're treating it like text. And all of us know what to do with that, but to anybody else, it's just gibberish. So.
Yeah, so it's just learning by experience.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it works in also many different sports and fields of science to be able to reference back on maybe not mistakes, but also on the things that you did correctly.
Yes.
And there's the other thing to like do something correctly and go on, and to do something correctly, acknowledge that, and learn from it. So yeah, I think you're doing the second one.
Yep, we're trying to.
So I just want to point out that Carolyn just finished and had 112 extra pieces.
Oh, wow.
Can everybody,
Becca and Andrea as well.
can everybody who has extra pieces, because Victor wants to do this and I want to see his 21. How about everybody who has an extra piece, send it to Victor, and I bet you there'll be a whole puzzle that arrives at your house. And then you can do it in 21 minutes and put it on Instagram.
Yeah, and like put it upside down and do it like with no picture, only on the cardboard.
Can you get right on that? That's cool. Extra pieces. Yeah, we all train for missing pieces, but extra is a whole different.
Because then she said it's just you're just putting the same piece then there twice, or often you won't realize that you have the same piece and you're just like wondering, where does it go? Yeah, I'll have to. Yeah, so that's a bit unfortunate for Andrea and Becca and Carolyn and Yana. Okay, so Trefl, got to fix up your production processes there.
These things happen, they happen, but boy.
It is very important.
Actually, about the Trefl, I've heard from reliable sources from Poland that both the Trefl Prime Unlimited Fit technology for the 500s and the velvet touches are being discontinued. So maybe they were aware. I don't know.
Oh.
But it's like,
if there's a mistake, you figure out how to fix it and then you move on.
yeah, but they are going to continue with like different implementations, they say. I don't know. It's not official. And
it's a nice brand. Like, I really enjoyed the fit. It's high quality. It feels like it's going to stand up to multiple runs, which things need to for us.
Have you tried disassembling it?
Yes.
Was it fun?
Is disassembling ever fun?
No, I mean, like, what I always have with this brand, that I have to really slowly do it, and like sometimes piece by piece, because they're so tightly stuck to each other.
Oh, I didn't experience that here.
I thought it was nice. There was a good crumble.
It was a combination.
The combination.
Yeah, you didn't help.
That didn't help.
Okay, so maybe it depends on like the batch. I don't know, because for the 2 that I had new, it was horrible to disassemble. I think it like took, I don't know, 40 minutes to assemble and the 12 to disassemble.
I had that with the Gallison 300s. I had one of those that when I tried to take it apart, I thought I was going to have to get a chisel out. It was awful.
Oh yeah, and plastic puzzles, they just are impossible. You have to like punch them.
We did get really cool with those ones.
Yeah, we did a floating puzzle in the pool when we were practicing at Sammy's, and that was hilarious. And then we put it over the water slide.
In a pool with 1,000 pieces.
No, like
Okay.
300, I think.
Yeah, but the pieces.
Okay, but still, like the water is. Oh my god!
Walking in with our bodies so they wouldn't float away.
It was like practice for dealing with an oil slick. Like, we were trapping them with our bodies against the side.
Yeah, it's like, you got a piece on your butt.
Was that intentional? Like, does it say on the package suitable for puzzling in a pool?
Before we answer that, I love that Michelle's question implies that we would do that with like around the range. In our mind, this is absolutely something that we would do.
I don't know if it says it's waterproof, but Sammy said it was waterproof, so we just jumped in the pool and then jumped in. So
they do advertise them as being waterproof.
What brand is this?
Puzzled Co.
Puzzled Co.
Puzzled Co. So yeah, the swimming pool or an ocean.
Plastic
or bathtub.
It just sounds hilarious because I'm thinking about space management. It's not just like, okay, we've got all the pieces here. They're like literally like flowing away with like every movement and like.
Yeah, I'd be like really calm so that we wouldn't be like sloshing the water all about.
Oh, they're just floating away, and then also that like falls apart. Like you try and put the edge together. No, you have to like have chunks of like at least 4 pieces, or else it just falls apart.
And sometimes kind of hold it.
Yeah, it's a lesson in buoyancy, because if you have a whole like part down and you put one piece in here, that will cause a wave to come up here, and the others will just separate and float away again. So it was like we had to make it so it didn't move. It was like
it was comical.
Yeah, it was really
very funny. It took so long.
and our mascots were in the pool with us
in plastic bags.
We blew them up in plastic bags like little balloons, and they were floating away with the pieces.
I feel like
the, what is called in English, like the oh my god, the movie from Disney, the Where is Nemo?
Finding Nemo, yes, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly
just
right.
like that.
I feel like this is the Instagram reel that I need to see, like a tutorial on how to do a plastic floating puzzle with like your mascots like floating by. Like, I think that would just be hilarious.
We have the footage. We're behind on our footage because we've been practicing. We have to have great footage from our first pairs EJJ, which was 4 a.m. for us. So we took video behind the scenes of what it was like to get up at 3:30 a.m. and warm up and then do this competition and then like go to sleep for a couple hours and then go do another competition. And it's great footage. So we will be putting that together.
Oh, that's so awesome. Sounds like you have so much fun together.
We do.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking about this a puzzle that is advertised as waterproof. Yeah, it's like, is it for people who like spill their coffee? Which target audience were they thinking of when they put that on the package?
idea.
I never considered a world where they weren't thinking of us playing with it in a pool. Like that's what I would do.
Yeah, what else?
Maybe like kids and baths or like adults.
Well,
and-
kids are also messy, so like I feel like spilling food and water on a puzzle.
Yeah.
If you have children,
You just wash it off after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the audience is. That's actually very interesting. Think about it.
Well, they certainly have fans in us.
Yeah. That sounds like so much fun. So apart from the plastic puzzle in a pool, have you done any other crazy, extra challenging puzzles?
What have we done? There's been a lot of ridiculousness. We did a White Mountain M&M's puzzle. So White Mountain is an American puzzle company that sponsored us, our team, to go to Worlds. So we were doing a lot of their puzzles. And we did one that was all packages of M&Ms. And whose idea was it? Your idea? It was Emma's idea.
She's the creative one.
M&Ms are like a type of candy, and like they're little pieces. So we put a bunch of them in a jar, and we said every time you finish putting together one of the packets of M&Ms on the puzzle, you get to run and eat an M&M. But we put it pretty far away, so you had to like run. And we also wanted to like finish the puzzle as quickly as possible. So we were like sprinting back and forth, but we didn't finish packages until like the last 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So all the running happens like in the last 5 minutes.
It's kind of a miracle there were no injuries. It's on Instagram if anybody wants to see the shenanigans. But we had 2 cameras. This is Emma's brilliance. We had the camera for the puzzle, but then what we called the M&M cam. We had phones set up right next to the jar of candies so you can see it going down as the puzzle completes. We ate a lot of candy that day.
Which gave you
So
more
did you have to,
energy
like-
and more hype.
Did you have to count the M&Ms to be sure that like you have enough?
Yeah.
Yes, we counted specifically beforehand.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome.
Dedication.
Awesome. We just had a finish. Andreas is just seconds away. Awesome. Well done, Andreas. So I just want to give an update. We've got 5 minutes left, or just under 5 minutes left. We have 5 people still, or 5 pairs still puzzling. We have Sabina and her daughter Claire, who's got like 20 pieces. I think you can make it.
Go, guys, go!
Claudia and Julia. Then we have Julie and Darlene and Sander and Tina. Oh, and we also have Kirsten and Lena. So 5 pairs left. So give it your best shot. Don't give up yet. We've still got a few more minutes. And every piece counts, remember.
Yeah, everybody.
The outlines of the ears.
What did you say, Victor?
Do the outlines of the ears.
Okay.
That's what Christine said.
If you can
I
find them.
trust her.
Yeah.
So I'm quite. I think I'm late to the party about the pool puzzling because my internet froze. But I had one last joke about this, so bear with me. So in the team, when you're speed puzzling or just puzzling in the pool, you can have one person that is specifically trained to be a waterbender. Like push the pieces in the right direction so they don't spread it out.
It's funny that you say that because
You're speaking to Emma's heart.
I love Avatar. And one of my hobbies that is not puzzling is I do like fire spinning, which is where you get to like feel like you're a firebender.
Yeah, when I was a child and I was always in like a small pool, I was always water bending. So I would be that in a team.
Excellent. You come visit and puzzle with us. Bring your swim trunks.
I have an Avatar puzzle.
Can we put it in the pool?
No.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mari, Sammy, Emily, and Emma. It was so much fun having you with us today. And yeah, 3rd and 4th place. Let me check. Yes, Mari and Emma 3rd, Emily and Sam are 4th. So amazing effort. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you again. And congratulations.
Thank you guys for having us. Really fun.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, so 90 seconds left. Sabina and Claire, really close.
Only 15 pieces left. Come on, come on. Oh no, the runny nose.
So just find a few more pieces. Julie, Sander, Kirsten, Claudia. Every piece counts. Yeah, so for those who don't know, when we finish and if you still have pieces left, everything that's connected in 3 or more counts as built, and then the leftover pieces, so the single pieces and the double pieces, get counted. So unfortunately, somebody didn't understand that rule at the Leonberg Championships and then broke up their mandalas that had been built but weren't completely connected or weren't completely attached to the border.
Yay.
So here, everything that's 3 pieces or more counts as built. All right, like 10 seconds, Sabina. So close.
6 pieces, 7.
Stop.
Almost.
Stop. Sorry. 2 hours. Oh, so close. Just a handful of pieces left. Well done, everyone.
Left. Oh, wow.
All right. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, whatever you have left that's not 3 pieces or more connected, you can separate them out and just write a comment of the extra pieces, how many extra pieces you have in the chat. It helps to put them into groups of 10 also. Sander, the time is up now. Yeah, so you can just count the leftover pieces. So anything that's not 3 pieces or more connected, exactly, you can then just put them in groups of 10 and then you can tell us how many pieces are left over. All right. Well, Victor, I do have 1 extra copy of this puzzle, so if you want it, you can have it in your next order.
Will you check for me if there are like 100 pieces extra?
Maybe I should weigh it and see if there's 100 pieces less in there. I fear for the person, whoever that might be, that might get 100 pieces missing. And I thought Joanna's 34 pieces extra last time was an absolute exception.
Anomaly.
Yeah, so unfortunately we didn't have a time to chat with SJ and Dan. I did ask them to stay back, but we ran out of time. But maybe another time, SJ and Dan. So Francisca, how was it today?
It was a nice experience and I love the puzzle, but it's not a puzzle for me. So like so colorful puzzles, but it was a fast pairs competition and yeah, thank you to organize it and congratulations to all puzzlers and yeah.
Yeah, thanks so much. So you say that you wouldn't like this puzzle. What kind of puzzles do you prefer?
I prefer landscapes and puzzles with big sections, like color sections, like the sky or puzzles with clearly sections to puzzle. But it's a pretty puzzle for pairs, but I don't like it so much to puzzle.
Okay. Yeah, no, everybody has their preferences, and yeah, maybe you can borrow it sometime and check it out. There's just a question. When are there going to be more Euro Jigsaw Jams available? So the next EJJs are already in planning. They're being wrapped right now. And while I was on holiday, there should have been a couple of pallets arrive with huge deliveries. So I've got something quite special planned for like January and the future, but I'm still working on that. But we will release some in the next couple of weeks for December. So we've got several competitions planned for December, solo and pairs, and we will also have our first 1,000 piece puzzle competition. So that's going to be quite exciting. So I can't tell you exactly when. Probably in the coming week, I'll announce all the dates so everyone can have a look and plan which ones that they would like to participate in. And we have a lot more puzzles, so I've increased the number of puzzles per competition. I think probably in about 2 to 3 weeks. So probably about mid-November, I think the next ones will be available. Yeah.
And the 1,000 pieces, it will be for pairs or solo competition?
It's going to be, the first one will be a pairs competition. And then for January, I've ordered a 1,000 piece puzzle for solo.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's still an experiment. I have to see if there's enough interest there or how many people are actually interested in doing that. I was considering doing it all in one competition that people could pick if they do it as solo or pairs, but then I decided against it for a reason. So we're going to try pairs in December and then solo in January. So you can look forward to that. Are you going to take part in a 1,000 piece competition, Victor?
I would take part in the solo for sure, but I don't know how it will go with the pairs again, because my pair situation is complicated, as you know.
Well, maybe you can be my co-host again. We'll have to check out the dates and see how that works.
Sure.
All right. Well, thanks so much to everyone who participated. I hope everyone enjoyed the puzzle or at least had fun with their puzzling partner. And thanks to everyone who followed on YouTube. And yes, Julie is finishing off her puzzle. Yes. Yeah, now that you've got so far, you've got to keep going. Come on, just another 15, 20 minutes you can do it. So yeah, and thanks Victor and Francisca for your assistance tonight. It's been wonderful. And yeah, thanks everyone. Then see you next time. Let me just double check when the next one is.
Thank you so much for organizing it.
Yeah, it's been so much fun, and hope you have a chance to participate again soon. So the next one is on Thursday. It's a solo competition, and it will be Thursday, 31st of October at 7 p.m. All right, thanks everyone, and good night.
Thank you, bye.